The phone number is 916-546-1706. Area code 253. You are live. What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're live, man. What's up? What's your name?
My name's Colby.
No, it's not. Is it really?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have the same name?
Wait, for real?
Yeah, my name's Kobe too.
Nice to meet
My
you.
IRL name. Yeah, nice to meet you too, man. So, what's going on? What's your you have any Gotham Knights fan theories to share?
Yeah, I have one theory. I talk about this with like my friends and stuff all the time. It's what if the Joker died with Batman during that explosion?
Huh, that's interesting. So basically, Batman was fighting the Joker, and then he was killed. They were both killed in the explosion by the Court of Owls, presumably by the Court of Owls.
Either the Court of Owls planned it with the Joker, or Ra's al Ghul.
Wait, wait,
Planned
wait,
it
wait.
with the
But why
Joker.
would the Joker plan his own death with the Court of Owls?
No, Ra's al Ghul did it.
Oh, so Ra's al Ghul was trying to kill the Batman and the Joker. See, because here's
No,
the.
he was trying to kill the Joker because
Oh, I see.
he wronged Batman by killing Jason Todd.
Right. Right. I think that actually makes a great deal of sense. And I think also that there is reason for the Court of Owls to want to kill the Joker. And that's because the Joker is an obstacle to the Court of Owls' aims. Like I said this all, leading up to the game being, announced, is I've always felt that the Court of Owls are such a great contrast to the Joker, because the Joker is he resents order. He's all about chaos and anarchy. He does his own thing, what have you. But the Court of Owls are very hierarchical. They're very structured and orderly. So the Joker, he fights Batman, but he also would fight the Court of Owls. Like, he doesn't really give a shit either way. He's just going to fight anybody in his path. So I can see that many villains would view him as an obstacle to their own aim as well and end, because he doesn't really play well with others. So that would give people a reason, many people, not just Batman, not just, a bunch of different people, to kill the Joker as well. And I don't know, man. I think that's a great theory. It's very interesting.
Yeah, and I could agree with what you're saying, because in Batman Arkham Origins, Batman dove off the roof for Joker, so Batman would try to save the Joker.
Which could cause Batman to die, because if it's really rigged to explode and it's set up perfectly, then Batman would easily die in the attempt to save somebody else, even somebody terrible like the Joker. So the whole thing in Batman Begins, like, I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you either. Like, that is such bogus. That hasn't been how Batman has acted since like 1940. But then again, I don't judge Christopher Nolan. He openly admits that he doesn't really like the Batman. Like, he doesn't really like comic books. He's not really into them. And he just basically made his own story with Batman in the background. So it's understandable why he is that way. But I think with video games and animated movies and other things like that, we have a higher expectation of the creators understanding the comics and the lore, as we saw with the Batman Arkham games, and as we saw with the New 52 animated universe and other things like that. So in this game, I think it's going to be much more loyal to the comics and canon than, say, the Matt Reeves Batman movie or the Chris Nolan Batman movies.
And to further back up with your theory, Joker would be the first one to notice that Batman is gone, so he would just create the most chaos, and the Court of Owls would be like, no, you gotta go.
Right. Yep. That makes sense. Hey, man, thanks for calling in. Great theory, and I'll talk with you again soon.
Thanks for answering my call.
Yeah, sure. Peace, bud.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a...
Oh, I just hung up on him. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Area code 303, you are live. Welcome to the stream, man. What's your name?
Zeke.
Zeke, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Good. So my theory is basically they're going to try and pull a Battle for the Cowl thing at some point. Like, I think it's going to be a thing that divides the group of the Bat family at some point. They're going to do a Battle for the Cowl type, I guess, story arc in game.
I love that. I think that's really interesting, especially given Red Hood obviously. So presumably he's at the point where he uses non-lethal weapons for one, and not only that, he, you know, seems to be allied with the Bad Family. You know, so that's after like the Lazarus Pit stuff. That's after he's been killed by the Joker. That's after he's gone through this full transformation. And you know, when it comes to Battle for the Cowl, like that growing divide between the Bat Family and how to address any particular issue. And I think that with this whole unraveling mystery and everything there, and with how long and complicated the plot is going to be, that creates an avenue for the Bat Family to actually, you know, divide over or splinter over something. And additionally, the whole game is set up in such a way that it makes a lot of sense because you're only playing with one other Bat Family member at most. You're never playing with all three of them. So it's like, I don't know. I think that's really interesting. And the more I think about it, the more I like the theory of somebody in the Bat Family is working with the Court of Owls, or they're secretly evil, as crazy as it would be. Like, people would probably flip their shit. But as crazy as it is, I think that would be a reasonable possibility. And like you said, less than that, a step down from like one of the Bat Family members is working with the Court of Owls and they're evil or whatever, would be that they're splintering over, you know, how to best proceed with the Court of Owls and that type of thing. So, yeah, I think that's super interesting.
I also agree with the first theory of Batman getting rickrolled to death.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, thanks, man, for calling. Good chatting with you. Area code 423, you are live. What's going on, man?
It's going good. How about you?
It's going good. Going good. So, wait, what's your name?
Turner.
Turner. All right, dude. Good chatting with you. So, what's on your mind? What you got going on in your world?
My theory is possibly, what if Batman did not actually die? Like, what if he?
Hey, can you mute the call in the back or the live stream? Just put it on pause or mute.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Go ahead, dude. Sorry.
Yeah. What if like Batman, like, he did not die and he actually managed to get out, like in Batman Begins or something? You know, like.
Or even like, you know, when you watch Under the Red Hood, at the opening of the film, you know, there's an explosion where Red Hood is in the, you know, we know that Red Hood is in this like kind of shed that the Joker has him in, and we're about to go to the door to open it up and save him, and then the whole thing explodes, and then you're like, oh well, rip Red Hood, he's dead. You know, Jason Todd at this point, and turns out, well, he's alive. Nobody knows how, but he is, and you know, that whole thing, it wouldn't be unprecedented for the Bat Family. You know, also the Bat Family, they're masters at deception and evading situations, that type of thing. So it doesn't even seem unlikely in any way. And yeah, I'm totally on board with that theory. I think that it is very possible. It's something that a lot of people have discussed, and people just can't really grapple with the fact that, like, okay, this is our first time ever seeing WB Games Montreal's Batman universe, and as a result of that, you know, Batman's just not in it. You know, this is their, like, how do you figure that? How is Batman just not involved in this new universe? For a lot of people, that's very tough for them to grapple with, and I kind of understand that it, like, if Batman really is dead, then he's going to have to be heavily involved in the plot in some way, some retroactive way. Like, maybe he filmed a bunch of those tape things, and he made a bunch of clues and for the Court of Owls that the Bat Family uses. Like, he's going to be involved in the plot more than we think in some way, and then you're just taking it to that next level of like, well, he's actually alive, or he's being preserved in the Court of Owls caskets that are hanging, you know, at the end of the trailer where the caskets are all hanging from the ceiling. That's actually in the comic books in the New 52 volume 1. Batman walks into this room and there's these huge numbers of caskets just laying in the floor, and those are people's bodies being preserved. It's like crazy shit, you know. They're a cult and everything. So yeah, I would love for Batman to be alive. I mean, I find it amazing that people say that they don't want him to be alive. I really don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, like what you said sounded awesome right there. So
what'd you say? I'm sorry.
I had. Well, what you just said all about kind of deal sounded a lot cooler than what I had in mind.
No, man, I appreciate you calling in, and yeah, that's a great theory. I hope it's true. I hope he's alive. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me with that. You know, we just ran that poll earlier, and it seems pretty 50-50 whether people think he will be alive or dead. I've seen a lot of people very strongly say they want him to be dead, but I think it's more of a game devs thing. Like, the game devs really want him to be dead because they want to put the spotlight on these new characters, and they don't want them to be overshadowed by Batman. So they want, like, Barbara Gordon and these new characters to get all the limelight and everything. And I understand that. I understand that for sure. But I think Batman is just so popular, and he's the main marketing mechanism for these games. I just don't know. I really don't know if it's going to work as a marketing game, like to drive sales without any hint of anything that Batman is involved. If it really is just like he has an intercom at the beginning of the game, he has a pre-recorded message, he says, "I'm dead, good luck, Bat family." It's got to be more than that. I don't know what yet, but it's got to be something more. But thanks for calling in, dude.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one, man.
You as well. Talk to you soon. Peace.
See you. Peace.
See you, Turner. Bye. Area code 856. You are live. Where are you calling from, and what's your name, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Jack, and my theory is that Tommy Elliott is going to play a huge role in this upcoming game, and I think it's going to be like a reveal around the same time the Joker got revealed in Arkham Origins. I think it's going to be around like mid-game. It's going to be revealed, and I think he's going to play a huge part in this game with his hatred for Batman and probably the Bat family.
I like that. The thing is as I was saying, with the, there are a lot of theories that, okay, Joker is going to be the main reveal, or Ra's al Ghul, or the, League of Shadows and that type of thing are going to be revealed.
Okay.
But the trick with that is, it doesn't really make sense because they've already done that reveal in the past. So you got to look at, well, with Arkham Origins, they got into kind of some trouble and received a lot of heat for the Joker reveal. People thought it was cheap and thought it was, whatever. It was unearned, that type of thing. So it doesn't seem like Joker is going to be the main reveal. And then when you look at some other options of who could potentially be the reveal, again, the Ra's al Ghul stuff, they already did that reveal at the end of Arkham City. I think they're going to avoid anything that's too predictable that we've already seen before in video games. They're going to avoid what's already happened in the Arkham games. So to me, because Hush was just a side villain in Arkham City and all that, and Arkham Knight as well, it seems sensible to me that he's going to play a main role in the game, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I think that not only is it a good theory, but it's very sensible. And then you also look at the game where his father's name, or maybe it's like his great-great-grandfather, I can't remember, is plastered all over, the hospital building and everything. And one of the 5 boroughs of the game is actually designated to the Elliott family. Obviously, also, we've never seen the Batman Hush storyline in video games or even on the big screen where, Thomas and Bruce are like best buddies. They're growing up. They're like 10 years old, and then they split apart. And then it also creates a whole opportunity of the illusion of it all, where you think, oh, okay, well, Batman is dead. Oh, wait, no, that was actually, Thomas Elliott. Or like, oh, Batman's actually alive. Oh, wait, never mind, that's Thomas Elliott, like that type of thing. So it creates so many avenues for that also.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I just tried to come up with a theory just to get on call, but I love your stuff, and thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course, Jack. Thanks for calling in. It's good talking with you, man. Talk to you soon.
Good talking with you. See ya.
Peace.
Hello?
Yes. What's your name and what's your theory?
Okay, so I think that maybe the mystery of the game of how Batman died is actually going to be shown in flashback cutscenes of Batman, because having Batman be dead is going to make us want Batman even more. So the only way they're going to give it to us is having flashbacks where he's still alive, and have it with the Bat family in the background, and you can see little clues in the background of like the Bat cave or him tinkering with the Batmobile, and you're going to see like him like frustrated looking at files, and maybe he knows who's about to kill him and we don't. The Bat family doesn't know, but he knows who's about to kill him, and maybe he speaks his death on purpose. So the villain to believe the person who killed him actually did kill him.
So maybe that pre-recorded message wasn't really pre-recorded. He actually like knew he was about to die, or that, they were on his tail or whatever, and then he filmed that message. Like, the message at the beginning of the CGI trailer. The way it's phrased is like, oh, well,
Code
it
Black.
Seems like, yeah, Code Black. It's like, oh, if you're reading this, I'm dead. It seemed like he filmed that like years ago. But I think what you're saying would make sense, that he knew he was going to die somehow, or that people had to believe he was dead. Because think about I don't know if you saw the plot for the Batfleck movie, where basically Deathstroke in that movie, it's never going to happen now. It's never going to be made, so it's not a spoiler. But the spoiler for the movie was that basically Deathstroke was ruining Bruce Wayne's life. Like he was killing everybody close. It's like he killed Alfred. He killed a bunch of different people. So
Isn't it like a psychological thriller type of movie where like
Exactly.
he takes down the people closest to him?
Exactly. So presumably Alfred is killed and other things like that. So the way that Batman avoids, and at the end of Arkham Knight, the way he avoids people like them killing people close to him as revenge is through the Nightfall Protocol, is like faking that he's dead. So Batman's done this so many times, and it seems sensible to me that it would happen in this game too.
Yeah. I also had another theory that
Yeah.
what if during the main game we see little hints of something Joker related, but we don't actually know it's Joker until at the end it's revealed that it is Joker, and that leads into like additional DLC that comes later, like called Season of Joker or something. And it'll have like a full on like 3 hour, 4 hour DLC expansion where like it's all dealing with the Joker, and it won't be part of the main story.
Yeah. How do you? I'm just curious. Like, if you don't have an answer, that's fine. It's just a theory. But like, how would that work practically? Like, give an example of what that would look like.
As you're going through the game and trying to solve the mystery of the Court of Owls and who killed Batman, you'll see little hints of like, wait, this doesn't look right, and you'll see like files of like someone called Jack Napier paid off someone or did this, and it's obviously not Joker's real name. Like he used that as like a fake name or something,